Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am testing out Dior's new Forever Skin Glow Foundation. As you know, on my channel, I don't just apply the product, but I am going to dive into the ingredients, the SPF claims, the skincare benefits, and whether or not this product is worth the Dior price tag. I'll also be showing you how I created this full glam look using Lisa Eldridge's Betty palette and also some new Summer Fridays products. So let's get into it. Before we get into the makeup, I wanted to do a little bit of a summer skin prep unboxing. I just received the Tria 4X hair laser tool and I'm really excited for this. This is not one of those gimmicky IPL devices that you see promoted online. This is an FDA laser hair treatment tool. I can already see the sleek design, and as mentioned, this is not a gimmicky product. It really feels nice and very high-tech. Look at how nice and sleek this looks. So I noticed that right over here it has a LED display. So you just turn it on. And what you do is you just put this on the skin that you are treating and it just turns on. And then there are 5 levels. So let's try this. Okay, so I have it all the way up on level 5. So let's see if this is painful. Okay, I don't feel it at all. Okay, nice. So I don't have to press a button or anything. You just go ahead and go down. Oh, this is nice. I am so excited. What also really drew me to this device is unlike IPL devices where you have to treat the area every other day, and honestly, the hair always does come back. With this, you only treat the area once every 2 weeks. That is just amazing. I am so excited to use this. I don't have a lot of time between working full-time and also filming for YouTube. I rarely have time to go to a clinic to get professional laser done. So this is a perfect at-home solution. So I will be trying this out over the next couple of weeks, and I definitely will be doing another video to let you know how this is. This foundation comes in a matte as well as a glow formula. I opted for the glow formula just because I have very dry skin, especially during this time of the year, and I normally prefer a glow finish for my foundation. Dior claims that this foundation has 24-hour wear, although I always wonder who wears foundation for 24 hours. But other than that, it does leave a glow finish. It has medium to high buildable coverage, and it has SPF 25. Now let's talk about the active ingredients. This contains both octisalate as well as titanium dioxide, so it has that hybrid SPF formula that combines both chemical and mineral sunscreen. It's important to note that the 24-hour claim is based on the coverage, not on the SPF, so it is important that you apply SPF underneath your foundation because this is not going to be enough. Now let's talk about the skincare ingredients. Now this is where it gets interesting. Now of course it does contain the hyaluronic acid, which is pretty much in every product these days. So this helps with plumping and hydration. This foundation also includes niacinamide that is great as a barrier support. It also helps with oil regulation and also perfect for brightening. We also have peptide ingredients in here that gives that smoothing effect to the skin that we all want and love. As a pharmacist, I really appreciate that Dior is combining cosmetic elegance with real skincare ingredients. One thing that I do have to mention is that alcohol is fairly high up on the ingredient list. So for those of you that have sensitive skin or very dry skin, that is something to consider. However, I do feel that this formula is very well balanced. It does contain silicones and glycerin for hydration. So I think that most skin types are really going to love this. This foundation is also non-comedogenic, which is so important for those of us with acne-prone skin, and Dior also claims visible improvement within 1 week, but only time can tell, and I will continue to use this foundation and I will give you my feedback. So now let's zoom you in and let me show you how this foundation applies on the skin. I have clean, dry skin, so let's start with the foundation. So my skin is feeling very red. I have a couple of breakouts. We've had 2 snowstorms back to back on the East Coast, so my skin definitely is feeling it, and it's perfect timing for a foundation like this. Taking a couple of pumps on the back of my hand, I think this is going to be a perfect shade for me. I normally purchase shade 2N in Dior's complexion products, but I always felt like it was too light for me. So I think 2.5N is going to be the perfect shade. So to start off, I have been loving this kind of brush for foundation, and I just load it up. And I start by just going right in the middle of my face wherever I see redness. So just around my nose, kind of where I feel like I need it. This does have some fragrance to it, but I do expect that from a Dior foundation. It is applying on very smoothly, and it does look glowy as well. So now I am going to use my BK Beauty brush and go into what is left on the back of my hand, and then just go all over. Dior creates some of the best complexion products, and this one is definitely beautiful as well. Now, let's go in with some concealer, and today I am using Dior's Forever Correct Concealer, and this one is in 1.5N. I just put this where, again, I feel like I need it. And I'm also going to put this on my blemishes as well. I am looking up close, and I don't know what it is about Dior's complexion products, but I feel like they make my pores look almost non-existent. They just put some really great ingredients in there that are so good if you have enlarged pores. So that is the foundation and concealer, and my skin is looking so much better than it did before. My skin has been so dry, so the fact that this, I felt like it really nourished and hydrated my skin is amazing. I am looking very pale this time of the year, so let's go in with some bronzer, and I have been absolutely loving this Dior bronzer. It is probably one of the best bronzers that I have ever used. So the way I've been using this is I like to take it on the back of my hand, and then using a brush. This one is the Mario brush. So I just go in and just pick up the product and then go in where I normally like to bronze up my skin. You have no harsh edges like this, and it just blends in beautifully. I'm so glad Lisa Eldridge re-released this palette because it is gorgeous. I passed up on it last year, and I wish that I did purchase it. So I'm glad I had the opportunity to purchase it now. Now, with my order, I also purchased one of these. This is the Liquid Silk Liquid Eyeshadow in Maud. I really love this formula. I love using it underneath my eyeshadow. I'm going to start off by applying a little bit of this all over my eye. These are so easy to blend. You can even use your finger and just tap it in. You leave this gorgeous flush of color to the eyelid, and they are the perfect base for any eyeshadow. You can honestly just apply this liquid eyeshadow and then use any one of the satin shades right on top, add some mascara, and you're good to go. But we are going in and creating a full look using this palette. I'm going in with the shade here, and I do want to use this as a crease shade. Now, all of these shades are satin type of shades, so they do have a little bit of shimmer in them. So that's the only thing. I wish she did have at least one matte shade. I think that would have looked so beautiful. Next, we're going into this purple shade here, and I do want to apply this and just keep it on the outer corner, just because I do want to use that bright lilac shade right in the inner corner. Next, picking up this gorgeous lilac shade, I am popping this right in the inner corner and extending it to the middle. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is definitely my favorite shade in this entire palette. It is so beautiful. Next, I'm using this brown liner by Lisa Eldridge. This one is in shade Brown Coffee. And I just want to align my eyes and then go out with a wing. My eyes are all aligned, and now for some mascara, and I am using this Lisa Eldridge mascara in Burnt Umber. Also another shade that was released last year that I did not purchase, so I'm glad I had the opportunity to purchase it now. I do own this Kin and Lash mascara in black and really enjoyed using it. So I think this formula is great. It really gives you the full lashes that we all love. And it also looks very everyday worthy as well. And there's a look with mascara. I just absolutely love how mascara finishes off the look so beautifully. And I am loving this look today. It is very spring-like. Next for blush, and I do want to keep things just a little bit neutral to make the eyes pop. So I am going to use this blush in shade Peony, and this is the Dior Forever blush. Now for lips, and I'm going to try out these new Summer Fridays lip liners. So I did purchase one of the lip stains as well as the liners. So the lip stain, I have it in shade Almond, and then the lip liner, I have this one in shade Toffee. Let's start off with the lip stain, and I love the design to this. It looks like a marker, and it doesn't dry out either. So let's go ahead and try this out. Just going to line my lips. The shade is perfect. It is the perfect nude shade. Once these are on, they do not budge. But how beautiful is the shade? I think this would be the perfect nude shade that would go with any look. Now for the lip liner in shade Toffee, and I am just going to use this in to fill my lips, and these are so creamy. I really love the shade as well. These are creamy, but they're not too creamy where they will slip off really quickly. They're not as long lasting as the lip stain, but they are really perfect to just fill in your lips right after you add that lip stain. These are fantastic products. I really love the way they look. I think they are going to be summer staples. Can't decide for lips, so either I'm going to go with this lip glow by Dior. This one is in shade Latte, but I think that might be too dark for this look. Or I'm going to use the Chanel in Washed Beige. This one is out of the new denim collection. I think I'm going to go with this one. Just going in with the lipstick. Ooh. This is such a beautiful lip look. So that is the finished look with the eyeshadow, lip products, and of course the new Dior foundation. Okay, so I just styled my hair and this is the finished look. So now that I have everything applied, let's talk about the foundation. I've had this foundation on for a couple of hours and this is what I've noticed. It doesn't emphasize any texture. So my pores are pretty much non-existent, especially around my cheek area. It is just so glowy and no texture is emphasized whatsoever. It sits beautifully around the nose area. That's usually where I start to feel like my foundation is breaking up, especially around my smile lines as well. And as you can see, I've had this on now for about 4 hours or so, and it just looks really smooth, really hydrating, and very glowy. It also looks like my skin, but perfected. If you notice, when I first started, I had a lot of redness. My skin looked very dehydrated, and now I just feel like it's still my skin. I don't feel like it's too much foundation. Honestly, I can barely even see that I have any foundation on. It just really looks very perfected and very skin-like. Your foundations normally photograph very well, so I can assume just with how this is looking that this is also going to photograph extremely well. So that's what I've noticed about the foundation as my first impression. So who will love this foundation? I think those with dry skin will love this foundation, and also those with normal to combination skin, this is going to be perfect for you. And then of course, those who prefer glow over a matte foundation, you will absolutely love this one. People who want skincare makeup hybrid, then this one is definitely for you as well. Those with very oily skin may prefer the matte foundation over the glow one. I think that you can still probably use this because even though it's glowy, it has that natural type of glow. But if you do have very oily skin, then I would say go for the matte version. Also, those that have extremely sensitive skin and alcohol bothers you, then you probably may want to stay away from this one because it has a lot of alcohol in there. I personally think this is a very modern take on the Dior Glow foundation. I love how refined the foundation is. I love that soft focus that it gives to my skin and that gorgeous glow. And I also really love the elevated look of the packaging. Now I want to know your thoughts. Are you more of a glow foundation type of person or a matte foundation type of person? Leave me a comment below and let me know. That is it for my review of Dior's new reformulated Skin Glow Foundation. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe. And if you are interested in any more of my videos, I will leave a couple more right here for you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.